Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to chuck it again. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks free with room to run. He'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They'll run it to the right side. Gets the 1st and still running. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Touchdown, Wolverines, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Breaking free at the 35. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Now to try here for the extra point. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll throw it now. But it's incomplete, and that will not bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Wolverines will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. And here he goes. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it here. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Drop in back. We're going to throw for the first down. Snags it with throw. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Here we go. Third and goal coming up. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Walker. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
So, second down after the incompletion. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He's wide open, look out. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled it at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Wideouts now clustered. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, he breaks free, still going. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The shotgun handoff here. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10 now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's Walker. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking deep to the right right side. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a real nice game there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Mental mistake for the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. Got a very comfortable 2nd down and 3 after that defensive penalty. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Walker. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Big throw to the left. Powering through the defender. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looking right. This one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Picks up the force, looking for more. And they make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. And that's out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
3rd down play for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The receiver grabs it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Gives it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for some space. It's Moffitt. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Middle's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game. QB bootlegs here. Quick throw to the left side, and it's a comeback route. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here. Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
So here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that first down will kick them into that gear.
Back to throw. It's Walker. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Wolverines. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender here.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looking for a gap. It's Moffitt. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. He'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runs through the defender. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's a short completion at the big tight end.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Walker. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game, and that score is a great start.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers quickly to the left side. And makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Catch made on the out route. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's the running back in the flat. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Throws it to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Walker. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw again. Caught for the completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Dropping back. It's Walker. Gets loose. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass is caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to scramble now. In the clear at the 25. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The Wolverines are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a 2-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
Looking to pass. It's Walker. That pass is caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. That ball snagged for a completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw yet again. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. To throw, it's Walker. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that 1st down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Back to throw. It's Walker. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Hit as he released it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. Really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Breaks free. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. And the Wolverines are going to cash in this red zone trip. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.